What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We are back inside the building once again for this one, a huge link up between two very popular names indeed. As always, if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. This one comes to us from Shmurda and Tiwa Savage. It goes by the name NSV. I know there is a music video dropping. I'm not too sure when that video is dropping, and I didn't want to be too late to the party, so we're going to check out the visualizer for this one now. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for getting involved in the channel. Let's check it out and see how it sounds. So it already looks like quite a quite high intensity visualizer. So immediately this one has some really cool elements standing out for me. I'm loving the fact that we've got that, I don't know how to describe it, that sort of almost kind of tribal kind of choral element going on. That sounds really, really cool. And it breathes a kind of, I don't know, a different kind of feeling into the tune right from the jump. Really nice percussive work on this one as well. The sort of element of drum is really standing out. Really kind of potent in its sound. Again, some really nice kind of atmospherics going on as well. The whole thing's quite swirly in its production value. Sounding cool so far. Those log drums in the background are relentless as well. They are just constantly piling on more and more sub pressure to the whole arrangement. This is a really interesting tune because it's not necessarily like a super club hitter, because there isn't enough kind of space for it to be a club hitter. There isn't enough space for those log drums in the backdrop to kind of have space to kind of punch and then retreat and then punch and then retreat. You need the kind of up and down to make it a club sounding tune. This is just a full-on intense soundscape of log drums and heavy kind of harmonized vocals. It's really interesting.
So you can't let that do shit. Me I no fear Dangote. R.I.P. Damoshi. Away po nambanila usabu. Oto wote che. Ola ton papa. Away po nambanila. Shale afa, African China, Papa. My day Fuji Wakana. My flip no day for China. Oya Iwaina. Shale afa.
The use of that log drum underneath is sounding so cool, man. I can't get over it. Like, normally when we hear a log drum, you hear it kind of, I don't know, being the sort of lead bass line in a more dance-driven approach. Like, you get this kind of dong, da-dong, dong, da-da-da-dong, like something along those lines, where there's space and there's room for it to kind of make the impact. In this, there is so much volume and body to the sort of harmonized lead vocals that you don't have that kind of room in the low end. So the log drum is almost like fighting against that. They're bouncing off each other, and it just fills that whole low end. So it isn't like moving up and down, it's just like this almost block of sound, and it's really different to anything I've heard recently.
Every time when we enter the show, everybody go to try to go. Every time when we enter the show, see the people that they feel our flow. You know, it's a non-stop vibe, non-stop like everything lit. Non-stop vibe, non-stop giant, non-stop jamming.
I've only just clocked that the tune is called NSV because that's non-stop vibe. My bad. Sorry for taking so long on that one. That's a very slow one from me. But again, T was killing this. I'm loving her approach to it. Every time we go into the show. That's a really nice kind of, it almost feels like a call and respond within one line. That kind of I don't know why, but that's a really interesting thing to add on to this. It's quite cryptic in its production value as well. So yeah, really, really cool, man.
Every time when we enter the show, everybody go to try to go. Every time when we enter the show, see the people that they feel our flow. Non-stop vibe, non-stop like everything lit. Non-stop vibe, non-stop jamming, non-stop jamming. Jalo, but emi kò lè jalo. I give him vibe, I want to make a salo. Palo, owo shaka in my palo. Oh, when if man no say, Bella Shmurda, gbé mi débẹ̀. Bella Shmurda, gbé mi débẹ̀. Gbé mi débẹ̀. Okoli gongara síbẹ̀. Orí ẹ̀ ó focus.
That transition there as well is really interesting because that's the first time there's been, I don't know, any space in the low end for kind of rhythm to be allowed to run wild. And you can hear the difference in kind of style and approach instantaneously. The second you kind of strip back that massive harmonious level and kind of strip back a few of the harmonics and a few of the atmospheric levels as well, you suddenly have a lot more rhythm and room to kind of maneuver. So yeah, really interesting they've left that till later on in the tune to actually do that. But yeah, the verses sound good, the rhythm of the vocalists sound good as well. It's sounding really interesting.
I dey Fuji Montana, my fake no dey for China. Where you wind up, Charlie Alpha, Babylon China. I dey Fuji Montana, my fake no dey for China. Where you wind up.
Like this soundscape here is so cool. That kind of there's something really nice about that as an arrangement piece. This is weird, man. It's almost like Siggy vibes, or I don't know, like an SRK, but I feel it's not as prominent with SRK. It's almost like Siggy vibes making a house track. This is the sort of thing I'd imagine it to sound like. You know, it's very abstract, not necessarily kind of hitting in the same places, but still has the elements there. Really, really cool, man. I think Bella and Tiwa have a really nice back and forth on this as well. I think their vocals intertwine really nicely. This has been really enjoyable to listen to. So what we'll do is we'll let it run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. Let's go. There we go, a Garage Boy prod as well. This one, NSV or Non-Stop Vibe from Bella Shmurda and Tiwa Savage. So, very interesting on the arrangement front. Something a little bit different for sure. It's definitely not your average tune. The actual way that the drums are arranged, the way that the bass lines are arranged, the way that the kind of different kind of frequency levels all kind of fight against each other as well. It does give it a really unique feel. Very abstract in its kind of final form. I think both vocalists bring something really unique to the table on this one, and I'm really interested to see how people are taking to it. Do they think this is too busy, or do they think it's just a different way of presenting these instruments? Let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling, and as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's premier platform for new music. Platform B.